Axel Rudakubana, the Southport killer, is still inside of HMP Belmarsh. Now they are keeping everything top secret. As you can imagine, he is number one priority for attack. So the authorities are trying to keep it quiet, trying to keep it all hush, because everything's went a bit quiet, especially in the media. But I'm bringing you everything I know and everything I can find out about what is actually happening to him. Now, in the previous videos, when I've stated he's in the segregation unit inside of Belmarsh, and he will be having intensive therapy from the healthcare department, the psychologists, to see exactly what his mind is like and where he needs to be suited, or where he will be suited at when he is assessed. Now, if you remember rightly, when Ian Huntley, the storm killer, who was just as despised as this creature, was in HMP Belmarsh himself, undergoing assessment to see whether or not he needed to be transferred to a hospital. But this creature is in the same place where Huntley was being kept. Now, obviously, because of the sentence that they get, and they're so high profile as well, and obviously when they get a big sentence like that, they need to keep an eye on them to see how they're going to react to it. So they are on constant watch. Now, constant watch is normally a perspex glass door with a screw sitting outside 24/7, so they can see every movement and everything that they do. Obviously, because they're so high profile as well, if they do end their own lives, they need to make sure that that doesn't happen whilst on their watch, because there will be there will be big questions as to how this happened. Now, Huntley underwent assessment whilst he was in there, and he got shipped out to HMP Wakefield, also known as Monster Mansion. He spent a considerable amount of time there, and now he's sitting in Franklin prison. So they will be doing the same with him. They'll be keeping him there for a number of weeks, could be months, keeping him there to assess him, to see which establishment will be more suitable for him. Because as everyone will probably know, he will be getting assessed to see whether or not he needs to be in a mental institution, which doing something like that, you'd imagine the fucking heads aren't right, are they? So that a lot of the time people will be thinking they need to be in a mental institution. But for a prisoner's point of view, or someone who's been in the system point of view, you don't want someone like this going into a mental institution, for the simple fact that they have it a lot more cushier in there. They get a lot more freedom, they get a lot more things on the canteen shop, etc. They're allowed a lot more luxuries, and they're looked after a lot better than what the prisoners are. Because they're not looked at as prisoners, they look at them as patients, and they treat differently inside the hospitals to what they are inside the prisons. Poor screws who are on the constant watch with him have got to talk to him as though he's a normal individual, because it's their job to do that, and it's their job to keep him safe. Make sure he doesn't get harmed by himself or other people. And they have to pretend that they're friends. Not so much friends, but they have to have some sort of professional relationship with them and talk to them as if they're a normal human being. But that's exactly what's going on with him at the minute. But again, no one is talking about it, and no one, especially from inside the establishment, because they will come under scrutiny as to who let go of the information about what is going on inside of there. So there is a small select screws and governor who are looking after him inside of Belmarsh, who have been told to keep everything top secret, and there's not much information coming out. But when it does, believe you me, I will be broadcasting it on this channel. But he will be going to live amongst the other monsters before long, when the assessments are finished and he is transferred on to the high security prisons. But I will keep you updated on exactly where he is. I'll leave that one there for now, people. Hopefully you are enjoying the content. Remember to comment, like and subscribe. Take care, everyone.